13 ABC. Conklin and Company with 13 ABC Action News anchor Lee Conklin. First with what's happening behind the headlines. And Take 3, our panel of political analysts.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome into another edition of Conklin and Company. Thanks for joining us. Today on the program, the congressional budget deal that would avert a government shutdown for at least 2 years. Our conversation with Jacqueline Policastro, our Washington bureau chief, and U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown. Also, the mayor-elect goes to Harvard and to Washington. Police chief says he's out when the new mayor moves in. That and more in Take 3 today. But first, a win's a win, right? Didn't come at the buzzer, it came after the buzzer. And Larry Sykes, Toledo City Councilman-elect, moving from the school board to city council, joins us on Conklin and Company. Larry, good to see you.
Pleasure's all mine.
So like I said, and you know the athletic analogy very well, a win is a win, but you find out the last couple of days you won by, is it 5 or 6 votes?
Well, it's in 6.
6. Now it's up to 6 votes.
Close only counting horseshoes.
Adam Martinez. So, but you're in.
Yes, sir.
And you made that decision. You want to go from the school board after 14 years. I want to become part of city government now.
Yes, sir.
How come?
It's a great opportunity at this particular time, and looking at the things that have gone on within the school district, finding out the problems that are in the school district are actually coming from outside, not from within. The community problems, and if we can help change the community and the families, it would help our school and our children.
And is that at the core? Was that at the core of your campaign? Community?
That's what I found to be the problem, because we put it on the school is not doing this, the school is not doing that, but you have no idea where that family is going through and the child coming into our building is suffering from. So if we can address those problems out there, I think it would help our educational system keep our children here and create better economic development for everyone.
So a lot of parallels.
Yes,
School
sir.
board.
Yes, sir.
City, urban challenges.
Urban challenges.
That school board faces, city council faces. You know, you were kind of known as sometimes the contrarian on the school board. Had your battles, Bob Vasquez, Lisa Sebecki, and some other board members that came before them. On city council, you're going to take the spot that Adam Martinez had, essentially, right? One of those at-large.
I'm going to take his spot.
Okay. Are you a contrarian? You a uniter, a divider? I mean, Larry Sykes characterized yourself as a school board member and now as a city councilman moving forward.
I think I'm an individual that was raised in this community, that this community took very good care of. I was trained by individuals in the community to give back, and when I serve, it's about giving back to those that are less fortunate, those that are at need, those that are at risk, and those are the ones that I speak for and work for. Retired bank
Executive, a professional.
Mm-hmm.
You bring that to city council. How important is it that you have professionals on a school board or a city council, a slate of 12 people? How important is that to have somebody who's worked in the business community?
I think it's critically important. And one of the things that have happened is that in the past, we had corporate presidents and corporate people. They would even lend their officers to be on these various boards. I think the dynamics of the school board has changed, and that has created a problem. It has created a problem to the point that the longevity of an urban school district superintendent, who it used to be 10 to 5, is now down to 2.5 years. Because as the board changed, so does the interest of those board members. And what you find now, Lee, Mr. Conklin, is that those that are running—
It's fine, Larry.
Thank you, sir. Those that are running, for the most part, are mad or angry that something happened to their child or a friend, and that the true interest of being on that school board for those kids is not there. That's my personal and humble opinion that I've found to be true.
Well, now you move on to another entity here.
Yes, sir.
And you've served on other boards, Metro Parks, LMHA.
Lucas County Children's Services.
Children's Services. So, I mean, not afraid of the challenges that many of these entities face. Democrat, always, or for as long as we can remember, the Democrats have controlled city council. You're going to be your own voice? Be a voice for the Democratic Party, Larry Sykes.
I'm going to do what's right, because when it's all said and done, I have to live with myself, and that's what I have been. I will listen to what one has to say. I always have. And from there, I do what I think is right for all. That's why we are here, and that's who elect us to do the right thing.
Impressions of the exodus of Derek Diggs, leaving the day that Mayor-elect Collins moves in. Chief Diggs says he's out this after a meeting this past week. Doesn't come as a huge surprise, but your thoughts on that?
I think Mr. Diggs has his rights as being his own man, and I think he stated it was irreconcilable differences. Mm-hmm. And I think he met with the chief, and he felt that it wouldn't work, and I respect him for that. I respect, there's no need of fighting with an individual and trying to do the right thing. It's like domestic violence. You can't beat me and then tell me you love me. And if the mayor-elect wanted someone else, and Chief Diggs felt that, he was right to move on.
Okay, you look at, you mentioned community, Larry. So coming on board now, what other issues do you think will be of great importance, prominent, paramount, that City Council as an entity has to look at going forward?
We have to work together. Put aside the R's, put aside the D's, and put aside the I's. Well, it's realistically, because we will never achieve anything unless we work together for the common good of this city. And then my goal is to try and build a team to, and I've had an opportunity to sit down with most of the council people in the mayor to tell them this is what I'd like to do. And my goal is to do whatever is necessary to make this city a better place. Economic development, safety, and fire, the housing stock around here. I mean, we talk about the Greenbelt Place, and that has changed tremendously. The Alpha Towers, we still need to address that. Yeah. Toledo's a great place to live. And, you know, we just have to change the vision that others have of it.
Your feeling on demolishing blighted homes, demolish or renovate, rebuild? Where are you on that?
Well, where I'm at on that, that's great question. Two, if we as the city can work with the Public Housing Authority, who is the most noted person in terms of agency in terms of renovating homes, we could help create jobs through the renovation and the construction of new and used homes. Renovate those homes, get a trade going for the young folks or those that have been displaced, and hopefully allow them to purchase those homes because now they have a marketing skill, and build the economic base in Toledo with, you know, selling those homes and getting tax on it. So if we could partner, I think we need to bridge more of our programs that we have into working together and to create economic development and to save some money.
Okay, and to the economic development, Mayor-elect wants to raise the salary for the economic development chief. Do you think you can get somebody who's very, very qualified at $132,000 or $135,000 a year, Larry?
I think you can get someone at that price.
But what about $92,500?
Well, I mean, the more it is, the better it is, and you know, and I think at $130,000 you can get a decent. And let me just say this: you need somebody full time to work at economic development and trying to bring jobs and bringing companies here in Toledo. I mean, you need someone to do that. The city council can't do it. The mayor can't do it. You need someone. That's your job, and I'm holding you accountable for it.
All right, part of the team. We'll see what transpires with that situation. Come forward. So, would you vote to raise that salary if you had a vote?
I would, I would support it.
Okay.
With the right job.
Well, come January 2nd, you will have a vote on City Council. Larry Sykes, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And happy holidays to you and yours as we march forward in the month of December. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to come back on Conklin & Company in just a minute, talking about unemployment extension, the benefits that are not part of this budget deal worked out on Capitol Hill. Back in just a minute.